Hey, Olli, first off, welcome to Los Angeles. Just a question for you. Yesterday, Doughty was talking about the fact that you guys had skated together during the offseason, and he was really excited about the opportunity for the two of you guys to be partners, and just wanted to get your thoughts on sort of your relationship, how well you know him, and maybe any expectations that you have for the season.
Yeah, we skated a lot. Like actually last summer, not this, the one before was the first one. I actually didn't go to London for the end of summer that I used to every year, and that's where we skated together. He's obviously a guy that I always love to watch play, and it was awesome. We could skate together in the summer, so you could actually see closely what he does on the ice. So I think it's awesome to be playing with him now, and obviously I'm just excited. I think it's a great opportunity for me myself, and I think for a team. I think. Especially looking at the guys we have a lot of established older guys who know how to win. I think young guys are looking really good. They're hungry. I think they're pushing everybody to get better. Everybody's fighting for their spots right now, and I think when the season starts, I think we're going to be ready.
One quick follow-up. Just this is a team that right now has, the core veterans and then many, many young players coming up on the other side of it. You're one of those players who's sort of in the middle. How do you straddle the line there and sort of relate to the veteran guys like Kopitar and Doughty, and then at the same time still try to connect with the younger guys like a Mikey Anderson maybe?
Well, I think the thing is we all have the same goal here. We want to win. Like we don't go to the games thinking anything else that we want to win. So that's what we're working towards. And I think when you have something you're working towards together, that's obviously brings everybody closer. And I think guys here at least 3 weeks, what I've been in LA now, I think guys are awesome. They welcome you really well. They're awesome guys, and it's easy to come to a team like this. And I can see the young guys and the older guys are mixing pretty well together.
All right, next up we got Zach Dooley.
Hey, Olli. Back when you were originally traded to the Kings, what were your initial thoughts about coming to this organization?
I was excited. I knew the Kings have been through a rebuild the last couple of years, and they haven't been tough years. Nobody's happy. It's not easy to do that, but I think we're definitely on the other side of it. I think looking at the guys we have a lot of good players here. Is it the older guys who obviously who are the great players, or we have young guys who are really, really good? And I especially these last two scrimmages, you can see how hungry everybody is just to get back at it.
Does it make things a little bit easier for you coming here, knowing that you're going to play with a guy like Drew, who you do already have that relationship with? It's not just, coming into a blank situation.
I think that's a tough one. I guess it kind of gives the idea what to expect, what to get ready for. But I don't know how much different would it be than last summer going to Chicago and not sure who you would be playing with. So it's like I don't really know how to think about that.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, next up is John Mattis.
Hey, Olli. Happy New Year. I'm curious, how do you feel the Kings stack up in this West Division?
I think good. Honestly, like I do. I think a great chance here. With 4 teams make the playoffs, I think that's definitely has to be our goal, and I think we can for sure do it. Obviously, it's not. There's a lot of good teams in it. There's not going to be easy games, but I think we're a good team. I really do.
One quick follow-up. I wonder, do you think that the time zones, being Pacific, Mountain, Central, do you think that's going to play a factor in wins and losses, or do you think, sort of that'll be lost in the shuffle of this season? That's going to be so many back-to-backs and just a lot of hockey in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked at. I looked at the first month of the schedule. I haven't looked at the rest of it that closely, so I don't know how the travel goes. But it'll be definitely interesting how to see if you lose or gain a couple of hours, how's that gonna affect you? But honestly, I think most of the guys are pretty used to it and know how to handle it. So I wouldn't think it's would be such a big difference, but you never know. I mean, this season, obviously, NHL does a great job. Like everybody's just excited to get back to playing. Obviously, it's not normal, and it is what it is. But I think we're just excited to play.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, next up is Jack Harris.
Hey, Olli. I mean, first off, just what is it like moving cities in the middle of a pandemic?
I think the house hunting was a little different. Because last summer I went to Chicago pretty early, and I was able to go look around places nice and early and get settled in. This year was obviously a little. I was staying home just for the COVID reasons, just making sure what's happening in which country. So that was definitely one of the things. But I don't think other than that, I think things went pretty well. I don't think it really affected too much, but I think I've got settled in nicely here.
Good. Drew was talking yesterday about he really thinks that you guys kind of have similar compatible games. I mean, do you feel that way too? And like when it comes to building that relationship and rapport with a guy, like outside of just, practicing together, what are the things that you can do to strengthen that bond?
Well, I think we do think the game's the same way, and that's a big thing. I think, especially the last 2 days, been with him. He talks a lot too, so that's one of the key things. How do you have to build that? Just talk all the time, like talk. What do you like to do in different situations? So when the game comes, it's automatic. You can't really think and hesitate out there. It has to come naturally. But I think all the things with the last 2 days, I think it felt pretty good, especially breaking out on the blue line. I think I almost already know where he's going to be, and it seems the same. That it just hasn't. It feels like there isn't a big gap how we approach the game.
Is he similar to anybody you've played with in the past, or is he kind of unique as far as your history of D partners goes?
Well, I think he's one of the best D men in the league. I do, and he's definitely shown that, and I think he's a little different. I can't really think of anybody who kind of plays like that. He understands the game so well, and he sees the ice, and I feel like he's just making the right plays all the time. I guess he's just Drew Doughty.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, next up, Dennis Bernstein.
Hey, Ollie. You've had the benefit in your career of playing with two of the great leaders in the game, Sid Crosby and Jonathan Toews. What have you learned from them over the years?
I think that's the work they put in every day, both of them on and off the ice. I think that's huge. They're awesome guys. They're really, really good to everybody. They take everybody into teams. Like it's nothing. Like young guys, it seems like everybody who came in, was it Pittsburgh, was it Chicago, was welcomed in right away. Like it didn't take long for them to get settled, and because that's what it takes. Like when you have new guys coming in, you have to be a team right away. You don't have that time to. You don't have a couple of months to get to know the guys. Like that's and it's always started from those guys. I think they were awesome with that. But then the other thing, how professional they were on the ice, how much work they put in, how much time they put in thinking the game, working on it, and definitely then taking care of their bodies, just staying healthy. I think that's something I've definitely learned from those guys.
Thanks, Ollie. Appreciate it.
Okay, and it looks like our last one's going to be from Nick Nixon here.
Hi, Ollie. Welcome to LA. Happy New Year. Just curious, what do you consider to be the strengths of your game? And are there a couple of things when you're on your game and consistently playing well, are there a couple parts of your game that you really feel, comfortable with?
Yeah, I think one of the things is just I got to be reliable and solid. The breakouts are one thing. I think we have to get out of our own zone quickly, and that's what I really take pride of. Obviously, it's a huge part of nowadays game. You gotta get the puck to your forwards. That way you don't have to spend so much time in your own zone defending and get tired there, and then you kind of lose the momentum in the game. Other thing is just defending, especially with in the offensive zone, just having good gaps and shutting down plays are nice and early, and that way it just makes it easy to everybody. It's nice, like I touched a little bit playing with Drew. I think that's the way he thinks the game too. Obviously, the better you break out, the less time you're going to spend in your own zone, more time you're going to be in the offensive zone, and that's how good things happen.
And just a quick follow-up, the 2 cups you won in Pittsburgh, your ice time was right up there with the leaders on the team as far as defensemen. Were you used in basically all different situations in those, particularly those 2 years in Pittsburgh? Did you get power play time? Did you get penalty killing time?
I think power play went down a little bit further I went. Penalty kill was always there. A 5-on-5, yeah, definitely all that. But I think power play every once in a while. I think that's something I've always wanted to work on more, just be more reliable offensively to produce more there, but not taking anything away, not giving up anything on the other side of the game. So I think that's something how always thinking how I can produce more offensively without giving up anything. So it's something I've been working on, and I'm trying to work on.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.